Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to High Talk Edition podcast. We are back again on this Good Friday morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is my guest. Introduce yourself?
Hey guys, my name is Kazi. People call me Chef Kazi, Cosmo. Pretty much, I'm in the food world. I create content online, trying to pretty much show people how to eat better as well as have fun and just do awesome stuff on the internet. That's pretty much it. Super simple. Thank you for having me, Mr. High Talks.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's been a while since I've been back on here. Make sure y'all tap in link in bio for my interviews if you want to be catched up. But this is the first official podcast. We're back again.
Oh, this is the first official. So I'm the
first guest officially.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
Yep.
I feel kind of fancy right now then.
All right. So we're just going to get into it, y'all. What is this? The first topic we're going to get into is the Adam 22 and
yeah,
his wife.
Lena the plug, something like that. I just know pretty much, long story short, they're both adult performers and for the first time she wanted
for real, both of them?
Yeah, they're both performers, yeah. And pretty much, long story short, she wanted to go ahead and be with a different guy or do a different scene with a different guy. And guess what? The guy happened to be black and a lot bigger and larger, so they say. And then
I seen how he looked.
Yeah, that's a big guy. So pretty much what happened was she did the scene with him, and people were like, "How can you do this? You just got married, and you're having her do a scene with a whole nother guy a month after." And I was like, "Yo, I'm getting all the information now. Like, everybody put me on. Maybe I would say like 2 days ago.
They just got married.
They got married like a month ago, I think, or something like that. And don't quote me on it, but pretty much, long story short, he didn't mind doing it. But then on top of that, I heard that there was a podcast initially like last year where he was like, I would never let that happen, and now he did. So I don't know if it's a cash grab or if they're trying to go ahead and do something else. But that's crazy. Like, imagine having your baby do a scene with a whole nother guy and she enjoyed it, but she still loves you.
No, that's a whole deal breaker. Wait, don't they have a child together?
They got a child together.
What's his name? He was just he invited Sneeko on the podcast saying he's gonna tell his daughter maybe in little steps. Oh, mommy does modeling, or mommy likes to take pictures. But other dude was like, mommy likes to get BBC.
Oh my gosh.
They made a whole meme out of that. That shit was hilarious.
Really?
Yeah. I think, and then what's his name? The in another interview, Andrew Tate, he was like, yeah, that's what the world wants you to think is normal now. That's why some people don't mind it. They want you to think it's normal to be in a adult film industry, or y'all both doing scenes and y'all could go mess with different partners.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, that's not it. I was like, yeah.
Nah, I would definitely say in today's society, we have a lot more of a hedonistic culture and mentality that we operate. Pretty much, we're supposed to be okay with everything and anything. And if we don't agree, or if we're like, yo, that's cool, you can do that, but that's not for me, you're still labeled as a monster or canceled. But to be honest, I don't personally agree with trying to explain it to your daughter, because number one, let's be real, women are already objectified. You know what I mean? No matter what, if you're a woman, you're gonna be looked at differently than if you were a man.
Of course.
Is that's just the way it is. Would I say that's amazing? No, that sucks. If I was a woman, I'd be like, what the hell? Like, that's not fair. But at the end of the day, too, it's also it's important to take into consideration that, like, that's your daughter. You're growing up. You want her to, the person that she's gonna be with, you want to be a man, like one that's gonna lead her and show her the way. You don't want her to be like, okay, I'll just show off what I got, and whoever comes into me and like chooses me, it's like, whatever, I'll take it and like keep it moving. Like, you don't want that. I don't agree personally with that. What about you? What's your thoughts on the whole thing?
No, I don't even like that they're both still in an adult film.
Yeah.
You already see what happened to Kim Kardashian when they had them tapes.
That was one. I think it was like two. I don't know. She didn't even do it that long.
Yeah, and the video was still surfaced to where her kids already saw it.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
And I think, and she called, I think this is when she wasn't with Kanye, but she still called Kanye, still the baby dad, and said that happened. And then he went and, I think he went and got it taken down or something.
What?
So it's just, but you know, everyone knows who Kim is. You know, people are gonna know what your mom is. So
Yeah.
growing up, you know, I guess his daughter doesn't know what he does unless the podcasting.
That like hurts, cause like, right? Think about it. This happens now. How is she supposed to operate? Like, what's the role model that she's supposed to look up to? Cause yeah, you're now objectifying beauty even more, and you're pretty much showing that, hey, yeah, as long as my legs are open, I can pretty much get whatever I want, which is
true
for them.
That's for them.
Us guys, we can't.
We have to work for it.
We gotta work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And on top of that, I'm big into the aspect of your spirit. So the more bodies that you have, you're doing soul ties and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, regardless if you believe in that or not, it's still happening.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Some people are okay with that, and that's good if you're okay with it. But don't be shocked later down the road when you're like, man, I don't know why I'm feeling this way, or like you're in a slump after that one girl broke your heart, or whatever the case may be. I don't agree with the whole aspect of how they're talking to their children and like making that normalizing that for them to understand already at such a young age. Like, let them be kids. You know what I mean? Like, once you're an adult, dude, you're an adult. It gets worse and worse and dark.
It gets dark, but they're already making like OnlyFans a good thing. And you know, I have a couple of people who have OnlyFans. And
really?
Like people I know, and it's just like, you know, I'm not bashing on them, but it's just like, you know, some of them claim they are they still up there, they're like top tier or top quality, and it's like,
oh wow.
But it's like, and some people have kids. I'm not speaking about any specific people, but
Gotcha.
I know a lot of people, OnlyFans people, have kids, and it's just like, so what you're gonna do if someone shows your daughter a video?
Yeah,
because you know they pay for it. That's how it. You know, once they pay for it, it's there forever. Some people could take it, download it, and keep it. So like,
really, oh,
you know, and then you're just, what is it? It's like $20 you're selling it for.
Dang.
So it's just like
it's like quick cash pretty much, and then like,
and then y'all saying, oh, no one hit, or they just seen it, but it's just okay. Everyone already saw what your thing looked like. Everyone knows how it looks like.
Yeah, so, like you're not keeping any, I guess, preservation for yourself and like your man. You know what I mean? Like if I have a girl, right, and I found out she had OnlyFans, to be honest, I wouldn't be for it, because now I know that.
So that's a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker.
I would think it might. Right now I would say it's a deal breaker. Later down the road, if I'm like, you know what, let me get half of that. But to be honest, I wouldn't even want that at that point. I would just be like, nah, I'm good. Like the whole OnlyFans stuff, unless, because I heard that you can do OnlyFans, like you can create an account and do courses.
Yeah, everyone.
And they're like,
a lot of the men do that. They just do how to get money.
Yeah, I heard about that. So like, cause like, guess what? There's always ways to make money, but it takes time to put in a plan, and it takes time to execute it. So if I was gonna do a course, I'd put it on Kajabi. I would go ahead and put it on OnlyFans. I would have it on my Patreon. I would have it on I think it's called what's that one? Google Drive, and then you can like send them an email, then they send you money, and then they download it. Like I would do different ways, doing the same exact course on multiple platforms. That way I can stretch out that evergreen content and like let that roll up, because it's different for a guy. I can't take off my shirt and be like, oh, hey guys, check out my OnlyFans. It's $5. You know what I mean?
Hey, you gotta get the top, like those model.
You gotta be a top tier Giga
those women would pay for that.
Yeah,
shit. I know that. I know somebody. I ain't gonna reveal who he is, but I know people will go crazy for him.
Nah, but I would say, bro, to be honest, Adam 22, Lena the Plug, him doing that. If they're okay with that, and so be it. But I can literally see it in his face that he's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I can't believe this happened. And I can tell he feels bad. He's not gonna say it.
It's in his face.
But like,
we can tell.
He feels hurt about that. Even though he's been already with girls, and he does scenes with his wife and other girls. So he, like, that's what people were saying in the comments. So like, they're like, yo, he's been doing this for so long, it's only fair that she gets that. But it's different for a guy. Like if a guy goes to like smash, there'll be like no meaning behind it. It's just like that sexual desire, that urge. But if a woman does it, it's a whole nother level. A whole nother level. And she even said it. She's like, I've been with my man for 7 years. I mean, it was kind of nice doing something different. And I was like, yo, I don't know, Mr. High Talks. That wouldn't be for me.
That boy, I think he said he should have been there. Adam said, "Oh, I think I should have been there." I'm like, "What, you weirdo?"
What is that?
Like,
There's a term for that where you watch people. I don't know. I don't even want to say one word because then it might be something different.
If y'all know the terms, or
put it down in the comments.
Put it in the comment because I don't know what are those people who just sit there and watch you, in the dark and they start touching themselves. Oh, weirdos.
No, but speaking of weirdos, you know what's weird? I would say the food nowadays. Like, it's just different now. Nowadays, chicken. If you go to the supermarket and you get chicken breasts to buy, it looks like a giant, like, plush doll.
Yeah, it do.
What? Back in the day when I was a jit, I would get like 3 pieces of chicken for like $5 tops. 3 pieces would be this skinny. Mm-hmm. Now they're like this big. Like, what's up with that?
You can tell it's lab grown chicken. They approved it.
Really?
Everything is almost like GMO or something modified.
Mm.
That's why they said I think you should have the fruits. Everything, if it's real, it's seeded. It has seeds in there. But if it's seedless, it's been modified or something.
So I can't have no more bananas then? My peanut butter banana smoothie. Because I think bananas don't have seeds in it.
They come with seeds?
I don't think they do. So that means I can't have that then, right?
I thought that's just for that fruit though.
Dang, okay. That's going to be devastating because like peanut butter banana smoothies hit every single morning.
Or the acai bowl where they have the peanut butter and the banana. And then in the thing. Oh, sorry to my viewers. We're in the AV Club studios. Shout out to the AV Club.
Shout out AV. Thank you for having us.
In the next episode, we will be in the Leak House studios, at least, so you could get the smoke vibe. This is the studios. I can't smoke in here because the neighbors. So, but
Cassie, you being respectful, Mr. High Talk.
Had to be respectful some days. What else I wanted to talk about? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna give 2 shout outs. I'm gonna give a shout out to this one big influencer, Chance to Strive. Follow him on IG, Chance to Strive. I don't know if that's his last name though. Just call him Chance. Didn't think me and him would have a close relationship with that many amount of followers and him being so busy, but he just hit me back saying, we're gonna get into a lot of work, and as long as I'm serious and he appreciate how serious I am, he was like, we're gonna go far. And that's like, all right, I appreciate you. So thank you, Chance. Nice. And then let me just show you the kicks I got today, because this ain't no ordinary kick. Oh. Here we go.
What we work? Okay. What does it say? Ordinary?
These are ordinary odds, the double O's.
Dang.
Double O's.
Open it up. You gotta show them what's inside.
I'm gonna show y'all a little preview of it.
Move these out the way. Oh my gosh! You gotta show them the packaging. The packaging.
The packaging is fire.
Even got the, what does that say? Right? The
ordinary odds. Come on, stop playing. This ain't your ordinary shoe.
Oh my gosh! Yo,
look at that.
I call that a cappuccino.
Black owned. That's what it is. The cappuccino double it.
No way.
I think it's the macchiatos or the
really caramel macchiatos.
I think that's the one. Sorry, Stu and Ian and Ordinary Eyes, if I'm getting it wrong, correct me though. But the double O's black owned. These are fire. Right?
Hey,
great.
Who are the creators of it?
I think it's Joshua, Stu, and Ian.
Wow. Nice job, guys.
Follow Joshua on IG at j.stu. Follow Ordinary Odds at, Ordinary Odds. So, I'm going to be rocking these. They have different colorways. They have black and white. This one.
I like that fabric right there. That's some nice texture. They got a lot of different elements going on for sure.
Hey, put me on because soon High Talks is going to have a sneaker line.
Oh.
We on just amazing. Thank you, Ordinary Odds.
They can come with, they got laces too, right?
White
you gotta
laces.
show them that interchangeable.
Laces.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to lace them up. I'm gonna have them for a High Talk party.
Dang.
Coming soon.
Hey, listen, you gotta let me cook. You gotta let me bring some nice treats.
I got to cook.
Yo, listen. They call me Chef Kazi because I'm not only a chef, I'm a baker too. Listen, I do it all. When it comes to bacon, juices, vegan food, sushi, Italian food, soul food, everything, I do it. So,
do it all.
Yo, Mr. High Toss, you gotta let me come to that party. At least serve at that party.
Of course.
I'll make sure you guys have
next
some
podcast could bring a dish.
I might do a dessert. What's your favorite type of dessert?
Cheesecake, I guess.
Cheesecake? I could do a vegan cheesecake.
Cheesecake or I guess velvet, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
I can play around.
Surprise me.
Yeah, I could do a blueberry cheesecake.
Ooh. I never heard that before.
Blueberry vegan cheesecake.
Ooh. Blueberry.
So listen, y'all, like in terms of food, I'm not vegan, but I'm big behind plant-based food because it's very powerful. I mean, the way I'm able to keep my body in shape without going to the gym as much has been by having a higher plant-based diet.
That is surprising because I slowly switch into that, but with me, I stay at 130.
Really?
I think I've been 130 for years since in high school.
Really?
So I've been trying to try vegan for a while. But I feel like I was losing weight, but I need to know what type of which kind of stuff I could eat that's good that build my like peanuts. I know having a peanut smoothie or peanut with a banana smoothie helps. So peanut. I could deal with that.
I can put you on too if you want, because you know what I found out too actually recently, your blood type also determines a lot of the food that is good for you that can actually accent your body. So like, let's say you're A type, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. They were saying that tofu, soy is actually good for you, and they were also saying stay away from red meat. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I would have never thought that your blood type, but that makes sense because life is a manual. There's a manual already for life. We just gotta learn how to read it. You know what I mean?
But you think so? Let's say we weren't in, the world isn't how it is today. Before, life has changed. So let's say the food wise, let's say everything went into apocalyptic time, okay, and we have to go through the wilderness or we have to scavenger for food, like hunt animals and
hunter gatherer.
How would that make you? Like, how would you think that would feel? That would be interesting for me.
Break it down a little bit more. We're in apocalypse times, right?
Yeah. So let's say,
and we don't have guns. We only have literally knives, no cars, just bikes and knives.
I think we'll have some guns, but not let's say it's just a group of us. Maybe everyone has just a pistol on them. Ooh. But we're not trying to use that ammo right now.
For hunting. That's for people in case.
Yeah, we'll use knives, set traps, arrows,
Walking Dead
or whatever.
Type stuff.
Yeah.
Thought the zombies. Okay, I would do well in it. Listen, y'all, I'm big on calisthenics, so
I know you do food too. I was watching. Do you ever watch the men who cook in the wilderness?
Yo, yes.
That'd be so interesting.
That is so calming. I would love to do. I want to actually get into doing more ASMR videos actually, where I just do dropping the videos and go like all that, but in the wilderness where you hear the birds and the.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh!
I love nature.
I love to try that food. But they pick the most unique spots where it's safe and everything. Mm-hmm. But I would love to I wouldn't when I get more rich and wealthy, I would have a open land. I want to have land. But they always some creepy stuff happening in some type of forest. I don't know where.
We gotta be careful because we hear a noise. We ain't going to it. We going away from it.
I am running.
Not doing all that.
I am
like Jinkies.
Did you ever the Boogeyman? Let me tell you if you watched the Boogeyman.
Nah, I never watched that.
It was it's a whole white thing, but it was a whole black theater, and they were doing the wildest things, and it was a Boogeyman, and you hear a noise, they obviously gonna go and see it when no one's there.
Nope.
The whole theater was oh my fucking gosh, and then some shit would happen and be we'll laugh. The whole thing was
you
scary,
have to.
but laughing.
No, you have to because we operate different. We operate more so on a tribal level. You know what I mean? On a more instinctual. Is that even a word? I guess so today. On a word. We operate on more of a instinct and spiritual level in the aspect of that discernment. If we hear something, we're we're gonna be cautious. I'm not saying that other races and other types of melanated people go ahead and don't operate that way. But I would say that I know that we're kind of a little bit more like, whoa, hold on, what's up? Let me kind of be a little bit more cautious before I go and see that, if we even do go and see that. Because I don't play that game.
Because it was a boogeyman, they called it.
Oh, hell no.
That thing wasn't a man.
Really? It was like a monster or something?
Oh, damn right. I'm like, damn.
It was ugly. Like, what is it, Stranger Things? That demon? That crap was creepy as hell. Whoever did the cosmetics for that, yo, I had a nightmare. I was like, yo, this crap is crazy.
It's crazy. And let me ask you, how do you feel about, I don't think I have a problem, but just for me, religiously, it's not a big thing for me. Pride Month, gay people, trans, and all those people who non-binary and modify their body and stuff.
Yo, Mr. High Talks is putting me on a spot. That man said I just started. He's trying to get me canceled.
I'm not trying to get canceled either.
No, but honestly, I come from a journalistic background. I actually went to school for communications. So I actually was in the world of journalism. So, fun fact, I was actually supposed to be a news reporter. And pretty much, my standpoint on everything in life is very objective. I operate in more of an anthropological point of view. Mm-hmm. So when it comes time to learning about cultures, races, religions, gender, people's sexual relationships, sexual desires, for the most part, I stand back and I look at it. I'm like, okay, cool. That's how you operate. Okay, why is that? What is it that is making you feel like you want to do that? And going from that aspect, and then from there, I get they give me their answers. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I ask more people. So for instance, let's say homosexuals or lesbians, guys that like guys, girls like girls. I'll ask them, like, I'll be like, oh yeah, what turns you on in terms of that? What don't you like? What do you like? I'm like, okay, I like this. I can never see myself with a guy. Like, they're horrible. Yada yada yada. Some of it is trauma. Some of it is because they couldn't find any partner to be that's in the opposite gender. Yeah, I've heard some crazy stuff. Some people had some people got touched when they were kids. Okay. I heard some people that were just experimented to experience because they tried it all. Like, I've heard everything and anything. So to be honest, whoever is doing that or whoever wants to be straight, gay, trans, all that, you can go ahead and do it. But I would just say, don't. If I'm straight and you're not, you want to do the other way, don't push that down my throat and be like, oh yeah, but if you never tried it, how do you know? And yada yada yada. Because like, I actually had a client. Guys, if you guys ever if you ever are having a party and you want me to actually come ahead and cook for you, I can go ahead and do that. I do private parties. I start at about 4 heads for the most part. We can get the numbers on the DMs to shoot me at Cosze, COSZE7, and we can make something happen. I'm pretty much always booked, but we can definitely do something. But long story short, I had a client and I was doing her the party, and she had one of the guys there, and one of the guys happened to be gay, and he was like, oh yeah, but like, have you ever tried it? And he was coming on to me, and I was like, yo, like, I told her, I'm like, yo, listen, you gotta like control your people because they had a little too much to drink. And I was like, listen, I forgot his name. I was like, yo, bro, you can't. I don't mind you like being all buddy. That's cool. You know what I mean? I'm Jamaican. You know what I mean? Like, we're touchy people. We're happy, high energy, chill. But like, don't come on too much like that to me because you don't know me. And then I don't go like that. You know what I mean? So just have that respect level. After I told him that, he backed up, and like a couple hours later, he came back and shot me a message. He's like, hey, bro, sorry about how I was acting, and that was it. But that's my whole standpoint about like the whole thing. I'm not like, oh yeah, I hate them. Oh yeah, I want to like, because you should hear the stories that like some people would tell me. Crazy, like they be hating people for what they want to do. They want to do that. That's cool for them.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't hate, but I disagree. Like, they have a little more extra stuff. Like, you have to have a whole month to yourselves. They have certain rights. And it's like, okay, well, we're straight. We don't have certain things. We can't. And then it's just like, well, do you believe some people are? I know some people are just I get the people who are a touch as little. Yeah. But do you believe some believe the people who believe they born?
I never really like got that deep to think about it like that, but I can see this world is so different, and there's so many different walks of life and so much stuff that happen neurologically in our brain and so many different chemicals that I can see it being a possibility.
Yeah, because
like
I told they said one of the super people who control water. They said, watch out for the water. It's pesticides in there. And what they experimented on male and female frogs. So they put all the male frogs in there with the pesticide water. A few weeks later or so, some of you came out with, not all of them were male now. Only
No
a few
way.
of them were female. And they're like, that's how some people are becoming more gay. It's in the water, and etc. And I was like, okay, makes sense with how some people are just saying they're born, and it's not really a regular thing, because Jamaica, you're in Jamaica and you're like that. Some people can get away with it in Jamaica, but if you are, you're not safe there.
Yeah, in Jamaica, they don't play that game. You start doing all that, they'll.
And then the trans, my point on the trans, I'm God. You made in God's image. So once you try to change stuff around, you're really like getting away from God. And then what I don't like about Pride Month is they don't have the right flag. So the rainbow flag is not 6 stripes. It's supposed to be 7. 6 is satanic number.
Really?
Yeah. So and the rainbow, they told you the rainbow is not supposed to be for pride. The rainbow was a promise, to Noah from God, saying, he won't ever flood the earth again.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And then now, I don't like now the churches are now going into Pride Month. So in Pride Month, all their churches will have, they'll have the big white thing, but it'll be colored, and they'll start off with the thing, I acknowledge my God, and that he and she or they'll start putting pronouns into it.
No, I hear what you're saying.
And then a lot of churches did this. One church really did it, and they got struck by lightning and burnt down.
What?
I'm like, see, y'all gonna keep doing this. I was like, y'all gonna keep doing this. Stuff's gonna keep happening. I don't have a problem with gay people. I hope, and I'm pretty sure in heaven God will be understanding.
I got you.
But like, if you're really not into God and you're really just celebrating Pride Month when that's what they want you to celebrate. I wouldn't. If you're gay, don't celebrate Pride Month, because we don't celebrate being straight.
No, I hear what you're saying. No, I would definitely say, in the aspect of like months, I would say it would be nice to have more months that are for other things as well. Because I know they have Black History Month, right? There's Pride Month, and then there's I think that's it, right? Like big ones per month. I don't think there's that many. There's a couple other ones. But I would say if there's more of an emphasis on, how about we celebrate how to go ahead and help the environment. I'm big on the environment. So how can we go ahead and do better for
a whole month?
Like a whole month where we all go hard to clean up our city. Take pride in where we are, where we stand.
Help the homeless.
Not even help the homeless, help our environment. Clean up. I guess it could be help the homeless. We can feed them, you know what I mean? Take care of them, give them things as well.
There's too many people. There's too many people around here with money for this, that, or many people to be homeless.
There's too much, and on top of that, too, even some of the homeless people are homeless. Listen.
Over here?
I gave a guy $60. I'm like, yo, go ahead and use this. I said, I pray that you can go ahead and operate with this money to better yourself. And I said, man, shut your ass up. Give me the money. I said, whoa. I said, no way. Guys, blurt that out, please. Make sure you guys blurt that out. But I was like, no way. And I was looking like a full on nerd. I had my whole collar shirt on. I'm like, yeah, I hope you guys I hope this money goes well. He's like, man, shut your up. I'm like,
you black?
Yes.
Where was this?
Bro, on University Drive where the Broward Mall is. Nighttime. Yeah, bro. I gave it to him. And then after that, I was like, okay, I had a little bit of free time. So I was pissed that he said that. I waited a little bit longer. That man was doing the whole limping and all that stuff. Guess what? That man parked behind I think there's a library or something over there. Changed his clothes. A nice collar shirt and jeans. Got in his car and drove off.
You saw what type of car it was?
Huh?
You saw the car?
Bro, that car, I think it was a gold Camry, Toyota Camry. And I was like, yo, my mom told me about a story that happened when she was younger, I think in her 30s. And she was like, yeah, babe, when because we used to live in Miami. She told me that happened to her. I'm like, there's no way. It happened up here too, bro.
I never really go there. I go to the bus station.
Okay.
As you see all of them.
Yeah.
There, because when they close the bus station, you can't live there, and they all huddle up in near a park. They try to stay in a park or something.
Okay, gotcha.
So sometimes I wouldn't even give them money. I'll be like, hey, all of us, let's all go to let's go get some bags of stuff, and then we hand out bags of, they'll probably have 2 bottles of water, some
cool.
chips, bread, and
I like
stuff.
that.
Yeah, so
no, that'd be cool. We can like set something up like that. Maybe like a PB&J or something like that. I could even do my gourmet style on it. You know what I mean? We like all get the products and I'll cook it, or do like a PB&J protein packed nuts so they get that protein and they're actually able to not be as hungry. And then we can maybe do like some cheap blankets or like some water, something simple, because it's not easy over here. It's not easy over here, guys.
And I'm gonna call out a lot of these millionaires, these black ones who always say they're for the people, like these big ones, Jay-Z, Rick Ross, and all of them. I don't think they're the ones everyone should look up to. I think they're always, just in a cult, the Illuminati.
Really?
But the real ones you should be looking for are the brand, the black business owners, like Ordinary Odds. If you've seen, I don't know if you showed me him. Maybe Aristotle Investment, Honey Drip.
Aristotle. Oh yeah, Aristotle Investment. Yeah, Honey Drip's hard.
Those people, I would tell those people, the real Tez from One Love Clothing.
Earn Your Leisure. Yo, shout out to Earn Your Leisure. They've been helping me. Like, I suffer with like a lot of I guess not depression, but I'm very hard on myself. I'm like, why can't I get better? Why can't I get better? They put me on them ABC stocks, bro.
Ooh, nice. Shout out to them. Kayla Prilla from King's Play Apparel.
Yeah.
Those people, I think those are millionaires, and I think they're doing stuff like, once you become wealthy, I think they need to start purchasing land and communities for like more black people to actually live in. Damn, I forgot. I felt like I was them, shout them, and then like how you said, you always hard on yourself or something. I always say shout out to David Goggins. And the Tate brothers, because they shout out good masculinity. If y'all think these people are really sex traffickers, it's really common sense.
Wait, what?
Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
They were being charged for sex trafficking.
I heard about that.
They got locked up for 3 months without any charges. Then they got on house arrest. Now they were officially charged, fully charged. And I was like, and in the interview before he got charged, he was like, well, now they're gonna have to charge me because they can't, put me in jail for 3 months and then come out without any charges and not charge me. It's not gonna make any sense. So they charged him, and now he's more on house arrest. And they're saying he's sex trafficking for luring girls from America, all different ways to ride around the world, have fun, and they do a cam business, regular camera business back in the day where men paid for it, and they made monies off that.
Okay,
I guess.
But they weren't doing anything like violent to them, right?
No, they don't. They have all the evidence they have to where they were compliant and everything. It's like a lover boy, but his brother fell in love, made a famous person from Romania fall in love with him. So he's like more of a lover boy, Tristan. So I feel like it makes no sense. It's on their own will. They just have a lot of money. They really have a lot of money, and they're telling people they do whatever they want. Honestly, I've never seen people do it like them, and it'll become a problem if you start telling young men to do that, because you don't see all these other Elon and all them doing that, but these people telling you to work hard, be a man, because men are changing. They're trying to take the traditional away. So once you take the strong traditional man away, then you just have weak men. Then it's easy to rule the world.
My manipulation. I would definitely agree with you. And just to talk on the aspect of like men too. Oh, we definitely got to do a segment on manhood. But guys, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I've always been more so in that victim mode and that sad boy mode. And then a while later, I was like, yo, it's time for me to pick up my pants and become a man. It's time for me to make it happen. No, listen, nobody is going to get it for you. Nobody cares about you at all. It sounds so bad, but listen, people only like to be around people that are growing and that are making moves. And guess what? Like-minded people like to be around like-minded people. Guess what? Mr. High Talks is a creative. Guess what? I'm a creative. What are we doing? We're doing a podcast. I'm on his podcast. Literally, we met. How did we meet? Actually,
you came into my parents' shop. So I have a shop, weight and wellness, and a smoothie store.
Mm-hmm.
I will. You're gonna see it on my Instagram. But he is right. The great minds think alike. I be first one on my show. I would have had a lot of other people on my show, but I didn't. I didn't charge. I didn't. Tell you to put in. And if I did, I would have told you. And I know you would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that much. But I would tell people, oh, maybe it's just $50 or $100 because you will get a video and that will go into the editing fee. So it's just like, you know, and a lot of people were just like really bullshitting on me and not taking me serious. So it's just like, I'm a start. And I was like, I told everyone, once I get up there and you start seeing these people on my show, I was like, I don't want y'all hitting me up because I told y'all straight from the jump, you could come you could come buy a hoodie or a shirt because it's gonna be big.
Yeah, this is nice too. I'm not gonna lie, the quality is nice, guys.
It's like 3D puff print. It's
you gotta move the mic to the side. Show them right
3D
here.
puff print.
Show them what's going on right here. These two right here. Hey, there we go. Hey, yeah. How long did it take you to make this piece, by the way, Mr. High Talks?
I didn't design the logo. But shout out to the girl who did. She retired from graphic designing because she's doing making a actual game. But I told her my logo. I was like, you made it too specific. No one could. I can't go to anyone and get a different one. I was like, can you do my logo again? I wanted like different things changed because I'm of a shoe, different stuff. She was like, whenever you need something, I'll come back in it for you. I'll do your logo specific. Wow. I was like, you're the best. But back into like a lot of people don't support. Like I know the ones who have my stuff now support. Before I leave here, I'm gonna leave AV Club Studio some gear. I forgot I have to go back in my car, but just
shout out AV Club. Thank you.
Yeah, just simply like supporting and hitting me up and making plans is like he did it. He was on me, like calling me, texting me too. So it was like, okay, yeah, I gotta get this done. So it's just like if you really, and I said it on the last video, like 2023 was like the last year. This is the last year to finally do something because I told them once 2023 hits, it's done. But now I see in 2023 you have a little more opportunity and doors here. So 2023 is here and it's almost done. So get into what you want right now because I'm telling y'all this because I heard behind closed doors a lot of things are gonna happen in the world. 2024 is gonna shift. So really get into the opportunity and the door. Wow. Don't let the door close. Just,
go hard now.
Yeah, go hard now and you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yo, that's some chilling words right there. And listen, when you guys are listening to this podcast, right? Tune in, like wake up, like the stuff that we're talking about. Yeah, we're going to have fun, but also Mr. Hot Talks is over here putting you guys on game. He just told you right now 2023 is a time to be that creative, go hard in that skill. Build that game. Be a student of that game that you're doing. Play your course. Level up. That way, when 2024 comes, you're already in that field and you're ready to keep on executing. Some good stuff, man. And
hit us up, me and him, because we're gonna do like events. Even though my thing's a weed thing, it won't be that if it's a kid thing. But I'll limit it. But in general, let's talk it through. Let's make it a big event. Black people, with food, with weed and other stuff, because I'm gonna give you the positivity on weed, so y'all wouldn't be afraid to collab with me. But just collabing in general will just make it more better. It doesn't matter what it is, just collab on it and your thing will start popping.
No, this man's a mover and a shaker, and I really actually want to give you your flowers today, actually, just for really being that creative that you are. Like in your mind, you thought of that. You're like, I want this. I want my own merch. You know what I mean? You're like, I want to support a Black community. I want to go ahead and you have the ordinary odds. You have your other hoodie right here. Like, bro, you're doing this, dude. Like, I gotta give you that, bro.
Thank
because
you.
Other people, other hand, yeah. Big man talk right there. So, but like, you're doing this. You know what I mean? Nobody else. Who is doing this? You're doing this. And guess what? Who told you to do this? Your mind. Like, you made this happen. So listen, make sure that you actually take those thoughts that are in your mind and execute, bro. Like, for real, guys, you got to execute.
And I would encourage y'all, stop wearing Louis and Gucci. A lot of these Black-owned, clothing lines, they're pretty fire. They're pretty fire. And so it's just like way farther than Gucci and all that. So some of these black owns are like way better. Like Louis and Gucci prices should be some of theirs.
No, for real. And you know what? I sounds bad. Tell me how you feel about this. I don't want to take up too much time, but listen, I get a little triggered when they say black owned. Like we're in like one category, so like it's not gonna be the best. Like people have told me, oh yeah, his business is black owned. It's his business as a chef, and I was like, yeah, I like that, but I kind of want more so like the product that I'm doing, my skill set, what I bring to the table to be the showcase, not it being like my skin color.
Yeah, black owned.
Is that me being snobby? Because I heard somebody snapped on me on the DMs. Are like, oh, you shouldn't be like that. Like you should be happy that people are saying that you're black owned. But I feel like I'm getting put into a box.
Well, I only appreciate it because I don't want some, if it's, I don't care about the white people or Caucasian people. Like I don't have a problem with them. But some of them is with the, oh, he's black. Okay, never mind. Okay, I don't need you. Like, it's black owned. Maybe but it's just like when you become, if it's that good of a product and the quality is good, wealthy people wouldn't see color. So really, yeah, you don't. Yeah, I
you know what I mean?
I get you. So yeah, it may be black owned, but it's not just black owned.
Yeah,
I'm just a black person who owns it.
Okay,
that's really the only thing.
Okay, cool.
So it's really for everybody. So don't. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay, gotcha.
I see what you're saying, but it's cool at times when maybe you go to a noodle, like a ramen shop. This is a black person on it. Oh, you own a ramen shop. That's interesting. And you don't see that a lot. You only see Asians, but it's cool to have that because sometimes it's a different vibe. I think when they say black owned, it becomes different than regular.
Yeah, there's a different style. Also shout out to my Blasians. Pretty much my whole family's in that Blasian community. Just to let you guys know, the cuisine that I also do is heavily Asian infused. It's just in my blood. So like, yo, we got okay. How about this? For the next one, I'm gonna bring you my vegan mac and cheese. Actually, I'm gonna bring you my vegan mac and cheese. It's so good. Yes, please. Hey, vegan mac and cheese. I'm gonna bring that for you.
Oh, let me ask you, just for some people, would you ever? And I don't know if you do, because I'm a smoker. Would you? You don't have to eat it, but like, would you ever infuse it and give it to me, or like, would you know how to do it if I ever requested it?
Okay, so just to put everything on the table, I'm a chef first before everything. I'm in love with the art of food, I guess you can say, before everything. I love the science and being able to actually, before even a chef, I'm an artist. I love to use anything and everything. So I would try it. I'm not opposed to it. But will I go ahead and like go out of my way to like be like, oh, that's the only thing? No, I look at it as an ingredient just like everything else. Like I'm not big on alcohol. I'm not big on weed or flour, but guess what? I will like use it and try to like make a tea or whatever the case may be. Like I've tried doing a brownie actually.
I can't do those. No way, not for me.
Yeah,
edibles. I that's why I think I should encourage
edibles,
people.
Yeah,
I encourage people at least tea or smoking it because it's a whole different high when you eat it.
Well, I was saying I tried baking one actually.
Oh, you tried baking?
Yeah,
How did it go?
It actually came out pretty cool.
But
it was actually more fudgy, so I have to like play around with the ingredients more. But when the guy tried it, he was like, "Bro, this is amazing." I was like, "Yeah, for sure." Because I was like, "Listen, if you want to do it, I'll send you the mix." So I sent him the mix. He added that. He baked it, and that was good. But yeah, that's my take on it. I'm very, like I told you, I'm very objective. Like I don't hate on anything. Like I don't have time to. Like life's too short to be hating on something. But
I watch people, the chef and artist people, and they'll, I'll watch the infused people who do it. And I'm like, how much are they? The little extras. If you go to France, it'll be a little thing.
Yeah,
they'll have something. I was like, that's infused. I'm like, and how much is that? They'll hundreds of or thousands. I was like, for that. Or there's this big lady who has she'll infuse everything. So this is infused chicken wings, infused. Wow. I was just thinking because you just said mac and cheese. I was like,
that sounds pretty good though. But I feel like I would like get tired, to be honest, if I hadn't had any of the flour, because I know that like if you do take it, it's more of a relaxer than anything. Even if it is sativa or indica. Indica is for in the couch, which means like you're more mellowed out, and then sativa is more for like high functioning.
That's why I never, if I take both of them, but if I go to sleep, I hit a joint of indica. Now if I'm gonna stay up late, I want to focus, I'm gonna hit sativa, and I'm up I'm good, you know.
Well, you want to hear a fun fact? Actually, when I got this cut, I used somebody else's knife right here, and I sliced my nail pretty much. I have the video on TikTok if you guys want to see it, of them taking off the Band-Aid. Long story short, what happened was it cut, and I talked to the doctor, and she was like, "Oh yeah," so she actually told me to go to this like place, this like herbal store or whatever, and they actually gave me like some infused like hemp and CBD balm. I put it on there. I put it like on my hand near it, and that helped. And then they gave me like a tea to drink, like I guess a flower tea, wheat tea, and that made me go to sleep. I was in so much pain, 13 out of 10 pain. Like it was so bad. I'm like that, like shaking.
My mom has that. Mom has a CBD pain cream.
Oh, okay.
Wonders.
Wow.
Cream, T2, or oil, or the gummies. If you want to go to sleep, if you can't, like if you're having something and can't go to sleep, take one. You're gonna sleep like a baby.
Dang.
Straight baby. But yeah, for the next segment, you could bring that vegan mac. Never had that.
Mac and cheese? I'm gonna bring you my vegan mac and cheese. Wow. Like, and I'm big. Like, my body fat's very low. Like, and I used to be really crazy in the gym. I used to be a dog, but now I kind of slowed down because I want to get other parts of my business, and I don't want to just be a big black broke guy. I want to be I want to be a smart, financially wealthy. You know what I mean? And take steps like. Life, I thought life was instant gratification. I was gonna get it done. I can finish it. Oh, my cousins are doing this. They're already this successful at this age. I gotta do it too. I'm a failure. Yada yada yada. My dad. Yada yada yada. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just slow down. Let me just, instead of trying to reach out to brands and go with all these different things, let me just focus on my brand. Let me focus on Coze. And let me go ahead and operate step by step and take it little by little. So long story short, what I did pretty much, and why I'm even talking about this, because it's very important to me, I actually have a whole entire template of like a journal. And I have every single idea. Right once I get an idea, I jot it down. I get my ideas from dreams, actually. So when I wake up, I write down what I dreamt about. And I pretty much always remember my dreams, thankfully.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I would say I remember them for about a good like 15 minutes, 20 minutes before it goes what else, and I wake up. But I'll jot it down, then I execute, because I have some crazy concepts that I've done for people, and they're like, "Oh wow, how'd you do this?" And I can't even show them because I actually signed an NDA for some of the pieces that I did. Which is crazy, actually. Make sure that you have the concepts before you sign the NDA, so it's yours, but that's a whole other story. But long story short, what I'm trying to say is take it step by step. Don't beat yourself up just because somebody else is already further than you, or just because you're the same age and you're in this circumstance. Like, it's gonna get better, I promise you. Like, guys, it's going to get better, but just breathe, you know? Breathe.
You ever rush though, or feel like trying to speed it up because you don't know? Because I always be like, okay, tomorrow's not promised, and you know we're already in the end times. They always it's always near, and that's just okay. So no one ever knows what happens next, and that's the scary part. You don't know. You may be in the kingdom, but you don't know how exactly it actually is. Yeah, that's the scary part. You're excited, but it's just like, oh my gosh, like how's it gonna be?
Yeah, no, I would say that we definitely are in a lot harsher times than before. And you could see I truly don't believe that like us humans have been here for millions of years. I really believe that we've only been here for a short time, because just right, the world was doing fine right before us. They're already having their oxygen from the other animals, right? All of a sudden we come in here and we start breaking down these trees, because trees are like they're life forms as well.
It gives off like, oxygen mostly.
Oxygen. If you talk to a plant and you give it positive affirmations, it'll grow faster and be healthier. You know why my mint tea is so bussin'? I talk to him every single day. It sounds crazy. I know I sound like a nutcase, but right before I leave for work, or I'll go to like do an event, be like, yo, listen, I'm sorry, I gotta go, but here's some water. I give it reverse osmosis water as well. Yo, keep on growing. You're doing an awesome job. Dap it up. Go.
Oh, yeah, that's not crazy. Yeah, just
and like that thing has been flourishing. Like the leaves are big. I'll actually bring you one of the strands that I actually have. Yeah, it's nice too. Clean, so fragrant. And long story short, when we came, right, the humans, right, to bring it back to the point, when the humans came, or us onto this world, we just started destroying everything, bro. Everything. And that's like, I just don't want to be that type of person that's just like, oh yeah, let me just go ahead and like mess up everything. Who cares? Yada yada. Like I come from a background of environmental science as well. It's actually my high school. I went to shout out to South Plantation High School. Ooh. But I'm big in that world, so that might be why. It might just be like another niche that someone's like, okay, who cares? I don't care. But like I really feel that it's important for us to kind of be aware of our environment as well. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's I agree with you. End times for sure. It is getting harsh. You gotta go ahead and be fast and like rush things, but don't take too long. You know what I mean? So like when I'm giving the advice and saying, yeah, take your time, I'm saying that for people that already have a lot of anxiety and that are overthinkers. This is for my overthinkers. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna talk about for the movers and shakers or the entrepreneurs that are just like. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about for people that have high anxiety like myself, that are like overthinking and perfectionists, like artists, like that aspect. Because I know you're already a mover and shaker more than me. You already dropped your merch. You know how long I've been thinking about it for maybe like 3 years now. I actually have my whole entire template. I just never executed. It's crazy, right?
Yeah. And it's always like a lot of things, but as soon as you execute one, everything else like falls into place. Because I have like too many things. And I was like,
Yes.
But like I think the most thing, if they trying to start out and they're big in anxiety, I think just start with you have 5 things. Make sure you complete those 5 things within let's say you want to complete those 5 things within a year. Yeah, you want to do the merch. Okay, try the first 3 months. Look at which manufacturer you want to work with, what quality, how you want it to be, and etc.
Yeah.
Get the samples, because samples are cheaper. And then just all right, you got the samples. Yeah. Now you get to see if you really want this idea to work. But if you don't, you want to change something up. Damn. Then you keep, slowly and surely you keep knocking stuff off till you hit the final, and then boom, you got 5 ideas you knocked out in a quarter.
But my question to you, right, is what's your process when you're doing it for you being productive and like juggling so many things that you're juggling? How, as a man, are you able to keep everything organized?
Oh my gosh, it's a good question, because I'm already like, I'm a single, or I'll just say, it's just a single dad. So I have, sons, like 2 of them. Not everyone knows that because I don't trust a lot of people.
Yeah.
The world's wicked today. And,
I respect that.
And a lot of people are just against people having kids. So it's just, but I do have a son, 4-year-old. I take care of him.
Nice.
I do as I can, and it's a lot. It's a lot to take care of him and keep. It's just hard being a man in general, trying to keep everything together. But I think that's just one of the perks of being a man.
Yeah,
and keeping that traditional mindset that what you're saying, like no one's really gonna come save you. Like I had a co-host with this business, and it was like, okay, I can't rely on him. And I'm not gonna save him because he's having problems. And I was like, I don't want this to die. I really like this, and I already put most of my money into it. He didn't put anything, so it's just like, you just got to do it. Honestly, like how a lot of people say, when you don't feel like doing something, that's exactly when you're supposed to do it, because it's gonna fuel you harder.
Yeah,
it's not like, oh, I have to go to work today, or I have to go to the podcast today. Andrew Tate said you have to change it. Said you get to wake up today. You get to do the podcast today.
Whoa,
you get to see your kids today.
I get to. Dang.
Yeah. Like tomorrow's not promised. So you're lucky you get to wake up and you get to see your kids and everything.
I've heard of that, but you have to be told things hundreds, if not thousands of times to go ahead and really let that settle in, so you can actually execute on that. And that's true, like to really execute in your mind and to make sure that you're thinking, you know what, I get to wake up today. That's awesome. Wow.
I get to wake up today.
What? Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna try to incorporate that, because that's actually important.
It is.
It's gonna actually fuel some new things.
And I told people what's scary is like, I was like, just look at the times now. It's just like, I was like, just thinking about God. I was like, imagine, like, you see how Satan's just trying to take over the world. I was like, imagine if one day we had for 2 days straight, or one big Monday or Sunday, the world just stopped. Everything stopped, and everyone just started singing one gospel song.
What?
Like loud, and you could hear it echo throughout the world. It will echo through the heavens. I was like, I was like, that's what mostly the government is afraid of. I was like, if any time we do that one time, it will be the best time ever.
Dang.
It'll be the best time ever.
Damn.
But yeah, I was like, change your mindset to you get to do this. I get to see my son. I get to come here to do the podcast. So it's just like, for men, don't let me stop right there. Let me ask you. Okay. What is your opinion now on men? And just a little snippet. We're gonna have a whole panel next podcast, so reach out to me. We're gonna have 4 men and 4 women for the big topic, men versus women. But I want to see, how do you feel about the men and women today? Like, how some people are simping for women. Or like how you should, like, my standpoint on it, like it's real simple, because I get it's the world today. Like, it's fit, women have a job, men have a job, 50-50, they work together. But my thing is just traditional, where man has he's the leader, most of the powers. You could have she'll have her say so, but like when everything is harsh around these times now, I think the man should be leaning, because now it's easier to get your kids taken away in some states. So it's just, I like how men just lead. Like, traditionally, women stay home. You could do what you want. Yeah. The man has the money. You could do whatever you want, but you're home, relaxing, taking care of the kid if you have a family. And that's just me. I don't like people simping for women to like let's say this is interesting. They just brought this up on Pearly Things, and I think one of that podcast with
you have what are they the one where they're attacking the women and then the women are attacking them.
It's not Fresh and Fit.
Okay, it's have the
white one.
You have the Caucasian girl, and she's like kind of in the background, and then she has like an auntie that's like. No, she has a black auntie.
Pearly Things.
Okay,
not that one. It's a man.
Okay,
they always have a doll in the back. The one with that big girl.
Podcast.
Huh?
No, that's
I meant that trans girl, that big trans girl that went on the podcast.
I'm not sure. To be honest.
Or do you know that the Christian dude on the podcast?
There's so many podcasts that like
he always have a doll. He always have a doll in the background.
No, I'm not even drawing anything, bro. There's so many.
You ever seen the blue hair?
Yes, I've seen the blue hair. Yes.
Okay, he was on Pearly Things, and then he was on a White Boys a podcast. What's Matter podcast, or whatever podcast?
It's whatever or something.
That one.
Okay, yeah. It's whatever. I gotta see that again.
What were they saying? I think one of those podcasts were saying, I think he was saying, how women have preferences. He said he don't think men, if you go on a date, men should pay for the first date, because you don't know whether it's not a promise that she is gonna be your girl, because he's saying, it may be a date, but how do you know she doesn't have other dudes paying for other dates and all that?
You want my opinion on that?
Yeah, like, do you think men should pay for the first date? Okay,
so guys, when I'm talking on these podcasts, these are my current views and mindsets. They may change, they may not. I'm human. I'm not perfect. I just had to use that as a disclaimer, because I know how people will like to clip things and say things. That's the truth. Like, I'm learning. Like, I'm not perfect. But one thing I could say is that on the dates that I've paid, because literally I'm taking the time out to actually reach out to you because I want you, or you seem interesting to me or attractive to me, or something about you piques your interest. Maybe I saw you at a supermarket and I saw that you were grabbing vegan things, or I saw that you were in the at the gas station, and like while you're getting gas, I overheard you talking about, I can't wait to go ahead and like get my new camera or something. Okay, she's in the tech, or like whatever the case may be. Or maybe I see you on Hinge, or what is it, Hinge, or what's the other one? I think just Hinge. And you're like, oh yeah, I like to read books. I'll see different things, and I'm like, oh, okay, wow. And then I'll be like, I'll do my Riz, as they like to say now. And then from there, we'll go on a date, and I'll pay for it. I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, if you can't pay, actually, to be honest, if you can't pay for the first date, just don't even date, because that means that you got to get your finances in check too. Like, before you even do that, before you even worry about women, get your finances in check. Because I'm telling you, even if if you haven't even been in love yet and you like already past the age of 20, when you get that first girl, you are going to go crazy. You're gonna think she's the one, and she might be. And then you're gonna go ahead and max out your cars, use all your money, use everything, and you're gonna try to use materialistic things that are going to be pretty much, it's gonna be non-existent in the relationship down the road because she's not gonna even remember. Girls like experiences. They like long term. They like things that are gonna actually last. Like, yeah, flowers are cute. Yeah, food. Yeah, food's nice. But what they really enjoy, they love the experience. You remember that time when we went to Mexico? And guess what? Even if you don't end up with that girl or you don't want that girl later on, she'll always have that in the back of her brain. Wow, that guy took me to Mexico. Wow, that guy took me to Tulum. Wow, that guy took me to Walt Disney for the taste testing what is that? The taste testing? And I think, where you can taste test the drinks around the world. That's pretty cool. Like, fun stuff. So to be honest, I would say definitely pay for the first date. But yeah, that's my whole take on it. I think you not being able to pay is like a red flag as a man. Like, I don't want my daughter I'm having to pay for the first date. Screw that.
Well, there's a lot of women doing that too. I think I asked someone, "You want to hang out?" As friends though, and I'll be like, I'll pay for whatever, and some of them don't like feel comfortable with that. Like, whoa.
Or they'll pay for you pretty much.
No, they pay for themselves. I could pay for me or both of us, but they'll just pay for themselves.
Yeah. Hey, shoot, listen, if they want to pay for, if I'm taking out a friend and like we're talking or just like chopping it up or catching up and they pay for themselves, shoot, I'll offer. But like if they're gonna pay for themselves, sure, because I'm the one requesting, even if it's like an old colleague and I'm like catching up and like, I remember that you did on your husband did cars, or like you were in the cars or whatever, and then like you're chopping it up. Of course I'll pay if I'm going to be reaching out to them, you know what I mean? But it really depends. Like, I don't care if it's my friend that's like she wants to pay, like, sure, cool, like, pay. I don't care. That saves me some money.
Okay, so what about
you asking some good questions on this podcast today, my bro.
Yeah, man. What do you think about the Okay, so like when because I don't care about women with money. I don't care if they're a millionaire or anything, but do you see a problem with them? They want men to accept them with kids, as a single mother, but when it's like us as a single parent, it's like a whole thing.
When it comes to kids, there's no excuse. You know what I mean? Like, if a woman's like, you need to accept me because I have kids, and I have a kid and she can't accept that, there's no excuse. That's not like somebody saying, that's not like a woman, right? Saying, yeah, you need to accept me because I'm extremely overweight for my height. Like, I'm 4'11", but I'm over 300 pounds. You know what I mean? I don't even think that's possible, but it might be. I don't know. But that's just an example, because like your height actually also determines like the body weight that you should have on a healthy, the healthy body weight that you should have. So like, long story short, that 4'11" girl that's over 200 pounds, let me say, is like, yeah, you need to accept me for who I am, yada yada yada, and she's not putting in any work in the gym, and she's not like, hey babe, here's my game plan, I seriously want to do this, I know I'm gonna drop, and just like, and she's not doing that, and she's just there, bruh. Like,
some of them would look nice. I see their face. Yeah, and they're big. I was like, yo, if you drop the weight, you would look stripped, but they don't want to do it.
You need to accept me for who I am, yada yada yada. Like, I'll be like, nah, like I wouldn't stand for that. But like, because especially if I'm already active and I'm active in the gym and stuff like that. Like, if I'm not,
that's a liability.
You know what I mean? Because that's a health problem.
You're a liability in a situation.
You're a liability to yourself, baby.
Apocalypse time, you're a liability. You big, you might be eaten from us. We might eat you. You're big enough to feed us.
Oh my! I think at that point I'd just be hunting berries and stuff like that. I don't know. Have a chicken farm or something. I don't know. But like, in regards to like your question, yeah, that's what I would say, to be honest. And I don't think when it comes to kids, like, you can really be, yeah, you need to accept me if I have kids, and then they're like, no, I don't want to accept you. You got kids. Oh hell no! Like, it needs to be equal standards for that particular scenario and case.
And I will tell everyone, if you do have a kid, and this is personally coming from me, if you have a problem with it, that's you. But I don't think you should force or even teach kids about the genders, the gays, and all that. I don't think you should even teach them I think they should discover that when they're like in high school.
Listen, my mom had me discover everything by myself. She didn't really do no talks, to be honest. I just found it out when I found it out. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, wow.
Ooh.
Like, it was not like, obviously, like the whole birds and bees and all that. But my mom's Jamaican. She didn't play that game.
But she did tell you how, like, no, don't sleep with. Did she tell you don't sleep with man? And
No, she was because like that just didn't cross my mind. But she was just like, yo, listen, like, don't you ever do no drugs. That's what she told me. She's like, don't do no drugs, don't drink. She said, make sure you're good to people and don't screw over anybody. I don't want to hear you have no babies at no young age. That's what she told me. That was it. She said, if I find out, I'm gonna beat your ass. I was like, all right.
What's a young age to her?
I was young at that age. I don't know. Like when she told me this stuff, but I was so fearful of my mom because I did not want to get that belt. I was like, okay, shit, I'm gonna follow what you're gonna say. Blurt that out, please. That little curse. But yeah, that's what she told me. So like I found it out, and then from there I made my like I learned. I'm okay, cool, boom, okay, cool, boom, okay. I see that. I don't want that. I want that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my everybody's background and like growing up scenario is so different. Like each and every person.
Crazy.
You got some good questions today, Mr. High Talks. Dang.
Yeah, I wanted to cover a few things.
You threw me a couple curveballs.
Is there anything else I think I had a question. I forgot.
What's your view on it?
Oh, which one? What was that?
What's your view in terms of relationships right now in today's society and the whole aspect of men and women and men simping over women? Do you think that's okay? Do you think there's a master plan on why they're doing it? Are they more so doing it because they want to go ahead and get closer to the women in a different way, or are they just getting off that way?
I hope not. I know some people actually simp for women. Presence? I think a lot of people simp for them because that became a thing. I don't know why it became a thing. Like I think they installed that in the movies because I was like, I used to watch like TV shows, movies, and they would do that. The dude would simp over a girl, and but you know, if you're young, 18 at least, or in high school, I would encourage you not to even try to get into a relationship. Like at least get yourself physically ready. Try work on a business. Start doing something, getting money. If you happen to find somebody along the way, make sure their intentions are true, and always say from the jump, it's not gonna be as much as a priority, the relationship, because I'm working on myself and what I got going on. So it's not gonna be texting you every day or like on the phone for like hours. But you know, you will get like a respected call every day, or I'll come see you when I can. Or if you want to accompany me while I'm working or doing my thing.
That's a real one right there. You find a girl or a guy that does that for you, like for sure.
You want to give me ideas, you want to model for me for the brand. Yeah, that's a real woman.
Dang.
And as in marriage, I would encourage people. I'm not gonna get married.
I'm not for marriage. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna get married.
Not for marriage right now. I don't believe in it. Yeah.
I get that, but I'm not gonna get married with on paper as government. Like if me and you, I could do it under God and me and you get the rings, but on paper, I don't want to do that because we already know it's plainly for the women. So it's just like, and you don't need it on paper. It was just a covenant between God. So I'd rather do it the traditional way. Marriage, I'm really not for it as like you, but a partner, we could, stay if we have an agreement. I'll give you the thing and everything.
I got some crazy questions that I want to ask you right now. I'm asking you one more. How about this? Yo, Kazi is asking Mr. High Talks the first ever question right now. It's about to be crazy. You are with your girl. Imagine this, right? You're with your girl for, let's say, like 5 years, killing it. Y'all growing. Clothing brand going off. She loves your kids, right? Killing it. Got the nice whip, nice car. Mama doing great, healthy, living her best life with her husband, right? Hair growing amazing, looking all drippy. You already talked the pearly things, fresh and fit. Andrew Tate, Aiden, all those different people. A whole Abba and Preach, all those different people, right? Killing it. Yeah, I'm gonna pop the question. Yo, blase, whatever your name is. Will you marry me? Oh, yes, baby, I will. Thank you so much. And then 10 minutes later, you ask her, yo, or maybe like a week later, hey, I need you to sign the prenup. She says no.
Oh, okay, you ain't getting
What
married.
are you doing?
You're not getting married. Or you know what? I think I would do the smart thing. You saw what happened when that person got divorced by that football player got divorced. A soccer player got divorced.
Oh,
he left everything in his mom's name, so
yes.
she couldn't take anything from him.
I heard about that.
I was like, you're smart. I was like, you're smart. She couldn't take anything from him.
Well, let's say you can't do that.
No, she's still okay. It's prenup back in prenup.
What if she's like, nah, I don't want to do that? How can you ever ask me that?
Not getting married.
Okay, but then if she doesn't sign the prenup, you can't be with her. Would you still do it?
I can't be with her.
If she says no to you, right? If she does not sign the prenup, the rules are that you can't
be with her.
You can't be with her.
Yeah, kick rocks. Kick rocks. Kick rocks. And, you know, I have me and my kids. I make sure they're straight. My kids come first, so
okay.
But I think it's God, my kids, then you know my whoever is in my life, and then my life. Men's life is not as important. So
yeah, sadly, that's how this society does that.
Okay, sacrifice anything for my boys.
That was a good answer.
Yeah,
that was a very interesting answer.
Kick rocks. Who wouldn't want to? But if she says yes, then it's like okay, don't worry about the prenup because like you shouldn't worry about a prenup, right?
Yeah,
you shouldn't worry if nothing would happen, if everything's going good, and
you should just sign it. But then she would be like, okay, if that's the case, then we shouldn't need it. But listen, you never know what can happen. People can change.
People can change, and it's always in favor of the women mostly.
Yo, when I say people can change, people change. Like it's possible. It's not bad. It's just life. People change. You know what I mean? So that's my question, Mr. High Talks.
That was
you like how I set the scene and everything?
I've seen it. Yeah.
The whole storytelling voice.
Yeah. Is there anything else before we end it?
Listen, I'm gonna hold me to it, guys. I'm gonna do my vegan mac and cheese. I need to see one person in the comments say, yo, make Mr. High Talks a vegan mac and cheese. Once I see that, I'm gonna go ahead and make it for him, and we're gonna actually do it on the camera on site and actually have him taste it and give his actual review from a 1 to a 5. Okay. And also, you guys you mind if I plug myself?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, cool. Because I know I did it earlier. Just hit me at Cosze, COSZE 7 on Instagram and on YouTube and pretty much everywhere. And you guys have a party or anything, shoot me a message and I'll see if I can add you guys. Pretty much booked out already. And if you guys want to come onto the podcast, how do they go ahead and
you already know, hit me up on IG, Mr. High Talks. Even for when he's doing the mac and cheese, it's gonna be in a different area, so I'm gonna have a joint to try and tell you, you know, it's gonna be either sativa indica. I'm gonna tell you the facts about it.
Nice.
And then we'll just get on with the topic.
Oh, cool.
So if you do want to come by, I think it's gonna be again. What is it? Friday right now. So
yeah, it's coming up soon.
Next week, just hit me up. It's only 8 people max, but I would have 6, so at least 4 more people. Including me and him, only 4 more people can come. So if you want to be a part of that podcast, let me know. And for the men and women podcast, it's going to be 4 men, 4 women. It's going to be a big panel. It's going to be a big topic. It's going to probably I wanted to make it go viral. So if you really want to be a part of that, hit me in the DMs, Mr. High Talks. Follow our other page, High Talks 420 edition.
Is it anything underscore or space, or is it just that exact?
High Talk for. Let me make sure.
Yeah, make sure you spell it out for
sure. It is okay. So it's just High Talk 420 edition. That's gonna be where I post the content, some podcasts, as well as YouTube. Just look up High Talks 420 podcast. And then if you want to see for models, I'm gonna need models for my merch. Ooh. So hit me in the DMs at Mr. High Talk still, but the apparel page is going to be High Talk Apparel. No underscores, just High Talk Apparel. Follow it. So, you know.
This is nice. This is really nice,
guys.
Just
tap in.
Hey.
Only Zaw over here. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. I like that. Now that you doing big moves, man, for sure. Y'all need to follow this man. This man's making moves, and it's only going to get bigger for real.
August is coming up, so I want a lot of people to be a part of it. You too. If y'all want to put in, I'm obviously gonna put in, but there's gonna be. I want to do a yacht. There's gonna be a whole vlog day, content day. So I'm gonna have a yacht and everything.
Sweet,
and just amazing. So if y'all want to tap in, it's gonna be a good day.
It's gonna be a good day.
But again, thank you for tapping into High Talks edition. I am Mr. High Talks, and this is
Kazi.
and we'll see you on the next show.
Bye-bye. Peace.